Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to our instructor, Miss Faiza. We are from Lex 2014, my Travelogue Group 40. Today we are going to do the part 1 on the virtual trip number 3, which is the location we have picked is Putrajaya. So, alright, so my friend Said will present on the history of Putrajaya.
Okay, for my part is the history of Putrajaya. As you know that the first person that proposed the Putrajaya, that opened the Putrajaya is our Tun Dr. Mahathir, our Prime Minister, the 4th and 7th Prime Minister, Tun Dr. Mahathir, and it was opened on 1995. Formerly known as Perang Besar, because it was called Perang Besar because it was founded in 1921 on the land that was a jungle as a rubber plantation during the British veterans in the World War One. That's why it's called Perang Besar. And the name of Putrajaya is also named after the first Prime Minister, Tunku Abdul Rahman Putra Al-Hajj. That's where the idea comes, where is the Putrajaya. And it was declared as a federal territory administrative center on the 1st February 2001. And this is the first center of the administrative federal administrative center. Then the other place is the Wilayah Persekutuan Labuan for the second administrative center. But Putrajaya was the first place where the federal territory put their office here, because due to the traffic and congestion of the place before in Kuala Lumpur is too packed. That's why they changed the place to Putrajaya. And it also planned with Garden City and Intelligent City, where the 38% area was reserved for green space with enhanced natural landscape. So as we can see that around Putrajaya there's a lot of park, there's a lot of tree around the Putrajaya, and it's a very nice scene for us, because it's not just a building, but there's also many of tree around the government offices. Okay.
Millennium. Okay, so I'm going to present about Putrajaya Landmark first. So Putrajaya Landmark is a pyramid-shaped building which is located in Taman Putra Perdana in Precinct 1. So basically the Putrajaya Landmark is located at the highest peak of Precinct 1 in Putrajaya. And the height of the structure is a 78-meter structure designed in a pyramid shape, and it contains a number of official documents on history of development of Putrajaya, and also it has a time capsule which is said to be opened in this year. So what the time capsule contains is people expect it to be invaluable advices for the future leaders of Malaysia on how we will develop the nation to be a better nation in the future. But the actual content is still a secret. So yeah, I think everyone is looking forward to the opening of the capsule. Maybe in 31st of August, which is the National Day or our Independence Day, right? So maybe Said wants to share a thing or two about the Millennium Monument.
Yeah, okay. For the Millennium Monument is located at the prison 2. It's just beside the lake, and it's with the 68-meter high column, open to public since 2005, and it's designed to be shaped of hibiscus flower when it viewed from above, and we can see it's just like a pencil if we view from our view, but it's actually it's shape of a hibiscus flower when we view from the above. And it also has a spiral path with glass panel engraved with Malaysian important milestone arranged in chronological order. That's where the history about the Twin Tower, about the KL Tower, and it start from if I'm not mistake, is 1400, where is the first chronological order, and it's end in 2000, where every historical they are put along the glass around the spiral path with the glass panel. And other thing is that the Millennium Monument was engraved with the Rukun Negara. That's 5 Rukun Negara. That's where is the kepercayaan kepada Tuhan, kesetiaan kepada Raja dan Negara, keluhuran perlembagaan, kedaulatan undang-undang, dan and the last one is kesopanan and kesusilaan, where it was engraved along with the Millennium Monument. So that's everything that. I forgot. The Millennium Monument also was inspired by the Washington DC, United States of America. So they got the idea of the Washington DC. Then it come out in our Malaysian is where is the Millennium Monument. That's where they inspired. That's why there is a Millennium Monument was inspired by the Washington DC. It's just one tall building. It look like I don't know. It just look like stone, a high stone for the Washington DC, and this one is just look like a pencil. Yeah. Okay.
Right. So there's actually a lot more interesting stuff going on in Putrajaya, but we'll leave that to the part 2 discussion. So with this, we will end our part 1 discussion, and then we proceed to the part 2 discussion. All right. So thank you very much, and goodbye.
Bye. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to our instructor, Ms. Faiza. So we are from Group 40, Lex 2014, Travelogue. So today we're going to present our virtual trip number 3, which is in Putrajaya. So basically Putrajaya is quite huge. So we just narrow down to highlight only 2 specific locations in Putrajaya which has a rich historical values. So the first place is the Millennium Monument, and then the second place is Putrajaya Landmark. So anyone wants to share their opinion on those 2 locations, or maybe share some their personal experience on that place? Anyone?
I would like to share about the Millennium Monument. I have been there. I have been there, and it's actually very quiet, and it's very huge. It's a very huge. I can say it looked like a park, and then actually it's a very calm, peaceful place to be. And there's also some, if you it's like a ship, right? So when you go upstairs, there are certain historical writtens, like they wrote at the wall. You can read and go upstairs. It's actually a nice, calm, peaceful place.
As for me, based on the materials that have been presented by Shukri and also Sai in part one, I could say that those two places are very nice, and it also have a very nice structure of building. For the Millennium, we can see that it has a giant pencil shape, and then it stated also that the view from the above, we can see that it's like a hibiscus shape. So it's very nice structure of that Millennium, and also I can say that it has a very unique structure. And from my research also, I found that that place is very nice place for us or for outsiders, for foreigners to take photo at that place. And also for me, I never been into these two places. Okay, that's my views about these two locations.
Okay. As for me, I also never been there. So I make some research. As Nisa said, the design of the monument, when we first saw it, we will see it like a pencil, but then we can see the hibiscus shape when we look from the above. I also think that that place is a very good place to take picture, which it has the background of the Putrajaya bridge, which looks very nice and beautiful. And also, I read there that if we walk up on the ramp of the tower, we can see the glass which show the Malaysia history. So when we go there, I think we can enjoy the view and also learn about the history of Malaysia.
So when I go to, can you hear me?
Yes.
So when I go to Putrajaya, I actually go to the Ayam Mosque or Putrajaya Mosque. So I didn't go to any places at Putrajaya. So for my research, I found that many activities that can be done at Putrajaya. One of it is I saw that at Putrajaya there are LED lights that light up at the night. So it's very beautiful for the photo shoot or any kinds of activities. So Putrajaya also have restaurants, bars. So the public can hang out with their family or friends until the morning. So other activities that I found is the cruise. With these activities, we can see all the view of Putrajaya. When we go on the cruise through the lake at Putrajaya. So there are two options that provide that we can go with boats or the traditional boats, which is prahu. So I think it's very interesting so that foreigners can experience our traditional boats. And the most interesting activities that I found that Putrajaya provided is the water jet pack bag, which we can fly in the air with the water pressure. So I think it's very interesting activity. Yeah.
I would like to add on Zahira's point, I forgot that at near Millennium Monument there is also hot air balloon activity, but it's very expensive. But the entrance for the Millennium Monument is actually free.
Okay, for me, is that I never been there, Millennium Monument and the landmark, but I've been around there, going for a walk and enjoy the view around the lakeside. Very nice view, and it's quite good for me to release my stress or anything. And okay, and I do some research about the Millennium Monument, and I found that the Millennium Monument, it's engraved the Rukun Negara. Do you guys know that? It's about at the pencil that you call it, at the pencil they have the Rukun Negara. So they engrave the 5 Rukun Negara is that the belief in God, loyalty to the king and country, the supremacy of the constitution, the rule of law, and the courtesy and the morality. But in Malay, not in English. And yeah, if I have time, I can go there and try to have a new experience for the new place. Because before this, I didn't know that it is a Millennium Monument. I just walk past around it, and yeah, I just think that it's just like some building that in a wrong place. Yeah. So as I do some research, that it say that the Millennium Monument is inspired by the Washington DC, that in America. If you guys know the Washington DC, where the Spider-Man film, the one tower that the Spider-Man and his friend is trying to save his friend. That's where the Millennium Monument was inspired. So in Malaysia, this is our Millennium Monument. Yeah, that's my point of view.
Okay, since we still have a little time, I want to add something. Just now, Zahir mentioned that there are a lot of lights in Putrajaya at night, and if you guys can remember, if we pass through the bridges, the aesthetical bridges in Putrajaya, and there are a lot of varieties, different colors of light at the bridge, and actually all those colorful lights originates from the Millennium Monument itself, and it projected 360 light all across Putrajaya. So most of the colorful lights come from the Millennium Monument. And also, I remember last week that I mentioned about the time capsule, and the time capsule is actually located at the Putrajaya landmark inside it, along with some important documents. And what is contained in the capsule is some invaluable tips and issues that the youngsters like ourselves are going through, and some advices for us to create a better nation in the future by 2020. And it is said that it will be opened this year, maybe during National Day at the Hari Merdeka. Yeah. So anyone else wants to add some points about the locations, or maybe just want to share the views?
I would like to add some about the bridge. Yeah, this good point is one of the very good attraction around Putrajaya, because at the night, as we go there, there's a lot of car parking alongside the road just to take a photo for a nice view. That's where the Sri Wawasan Bridge, Sri Sojana Bridge, and the Sri Gemilang Bridge, they are so famous because it has a light that change every time, and it's quite nice. So yeah, beside that, the other main attraction around the Putrajaya is the two mosques, the Masjid Putra and the other mosque is the Masjid Al-Si, and it's quite long, quite a lot of visitor come there just to visit the mosque. As you guys know, yeah, it's not it's not just about the it's not only the Muslim, but they already also have a tourists from the China or around the country just to come and visit the mosque because it's a nice mosque. Yeah.
I have been there too.
Oh yeah. Oh, and in Putrajaya also they located the Prime Minister office. Yeah. So,
I think the
you want to add more?
the mosque is like people love to jog around the mosque, right? Because me and my friends always always jog there at night because of the surrounding atmosphere is very interesting.
Do you guys know that in Putrajaya they have a marine cruise? Yeah. No, it's just where you can. I don't know about the fees, but it's just located beside the mosque, so we can jump in to go for around the lake. And one fact about the Putrajaya lake is a man-made lake. It's not say that.
Natural one.
Yeah, it's not a natural one. It's a man-made. Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, we still have a little bit of time to fill. So anyone else wants to share their maybe
I
personal
want to share more.
Yeah.
I want to share more.
Yeah, sure.
And in Putrajaya also we have the biggest roundabout in the world. Do you guys know that? Yeah, the one.
There's a lot of roundabout, and I always get lost there.
No, the biggest one.
Which
the biggest
one?
one that contain a hotel. Around inside the roundabout, there's a hotel. There's a istana, and there's a park, and it's the biggest roundabout in the world.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
we didn't
In Putrajaya.
yeah, maybe we didn't we didn't notice the roundabout because it's too huge. So yeah.
Yeah, it's too big. So I can take you guys around the Putrajaya if you guys didn't know where to go. Oh yeah, I'll tell you. So, and in Putrajaya also they have a lot of park. You know that? It's botanical park. It's have
My favorite
three, four park around the Putrajaya.
Yeah, my favorite is the water park in the Putrajaya Challenge Park, where you climb the walls.
Yeah, usually birthday celebrations are usually at Putrajaya parks there. and also I would like to add for the mosque part, I have seen a pre-wedding photo shoots at mosque also. The place is so nice for photo shoot also.
Who else wants to add? Maybe some personal experience, personal stories, hanging out with friends at Putrajaya. Oh, I guess maybe we can already end our sessions for tonight. So I think I'm going to conclude everything that we have shared before. So basically, our theme is historical, and we chose Putrajaya because of its rich historical values, especially to the Millennium Monument and the Putrajaya landmark. And also, Putrajaya is not only rich in historical values, but also it is a very suitable place for every group of ages to hang out, families with friends, or for to go on a date for
Eating.
yeah, and for photo shoot location. Putrajaya is also, it has a lot of beautiful location for everyone to take good photos, and it has a lot of facilities to, oh sorry, something pop out on my screen just now. It has a lot of facilities for recreational goers. Anyone who wants to swim, they can swim, and anyone who wants to go outdoor, they have outdoor facilities, and it is a perfect place for us to travel, for locals and also for tourists from outside of Malaysia. So I think with that we have concluded our session, and this is our last virtual trip, and it has been very fun working with all of you, and see you again in our next video. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, guys.